let's be honest, ladies. There are a lot of women out here who are living in a state of delusion. Now, take it when I say that this is coming from a good place. I'm not here to judge, right? I'm just being honest and just I'm going by what I'm observing or seeing out here in these internet streets. But I'm just finding that there are a lot of women who are getting into relationships and even marriages with men with unrealistic expectations. Outside of the unrealistic expectations, what I'm seeing more so of, this man is showing who he is by his actions, but you are painting a picture or have a depiction of who you want this man to be. And I think that's kind of unfair, not to yourself, only to yourself, but to this individual and maybe even your future children, right? We have to get out of our minds and out of this state of like a fantasy world of, somebody is, what'll happen is sometimes, and I understand, right, the dynamics that we have going on out here in these internet streets, right, or out here in these real streets. But there are men who are kind of portraying themselves to be something else. Some men are, we just going to be real here, they are gaslighting, they are love bombing, some of them are actual narcissists. So there's a lot of things that are going on, but what we're doing is we don't have boundaries, right? We are letting our guards down with these men because we all know every time that you date somebody, they're always going to show up a certain way. They're always going to put up a front, right? I mean, of course you have some men who are, truly honest and, they'll let you know up front what it is and what it's not, but you do have a lot of men who come to play games. And so if you are not on your P's and Q's, right? If you're not paying attention to these things, if you're not serious about what it is that you really want and you're out here casually just doing stuff and just hoping that whatever man you get with is going to stick, you're going to miss all the signs. And a lot of times, there are red flags. Sometimes the flags may not always be red, but if you are opening yourself up to, asking the right questions, making sure that you are taking your time in these situations and not allowing things to go too fast, that you will be able to catch a lot of these things. But a lot of times we're not. And then when things kind of turn around and don't go the way that we expected, then we still want to kind of like continue to move forward in this relationship by painting this picture or fantasy of the situation because we want it to be what we want it to be. And then when it doesn't work out, next thing you know, we pointing a finger at the man. Now we're saying there's no good men out here. All men are dogs and all men cheat. And I think that's just not fair. I think at the end of the day, as women, we have to take accountability for our actions and start paying attention a little bit more in these relationships.